1 Samuel 17, I know that David is a shepherd boy. So he's small but handling a big job. He's defending what he's called to defend. And apprehensively, he's opposed by a lion and a bear. And he has to fight it off. Now the identifier right here is this to me, is that he's called to pastor. And then he's attacked. You ever been in that place where you're really doing what you're called to do, where you're trying to do what God asked you to do, and that's when the attack comes? The attack in this case is not confirmation. The attack is just an attack. Well, I'm tired of getting clapped back and responses that make me feel like I'm doing something wrong and I'm only called here to pastor the sheep. You're trying to lead people the right direction, and everything that comes against you only attacks you when you get on assignment. Start to begin the fulfillment, where you're trying to move not the community, your family. And it's like you're opposed by lions, folk lying on you. Can't even handle the truth that you are just who you say that you are. You're not trying to put on no airs, not trying to be something that you're not. You're just trying to be in your identity. He called you to the field to handle the sheep. So everything that's connected to you is emotional, but it won't move at the same speed that you have to go. So when the bear comes right after the attack of the lion, you are weak, but you have to make sure the sheep stay well. I know you're taking jabs and knives and punches. I know you're taking hit on the left, uppercut, and you getting TK'd, but you ain't out yet. And somewhere you say, God, I done had enough. Well, I don't know how many more animals I can take. I'm called to lead the sheep, go get the stray. I'm called to fend off the wolves. And then out of nowhere comes a lion and a bear. Well, God, this is crazy. You might as well throw in a tiger, because I'm already at oh my. And then he shows up because he's on assignment. Because he cannot do the dream until he fulfills the assignment. So his daddy tells him, go take the bread. You're feeding people who will never see you for the food you bring, but the food you have access to. They can only connect to you to deplete you, only can take from you. They're not there to get nourished, to get full. They're not there to learn how to make it. They're only there to take from your resource place so that you won't have it. They can either take it, eat it, throw it away, or just hoard it. Whatever depiction it is, they don't want you to have it. He says, take them the bread. The daddy does. You ever been instructed to do something by people who's supposed to lead you right, and they're sending you the wrong? You know this road not for me. I'm called to be in the pastor of it. But you have to understand that the Father knows. I said the Father knows. I know that you've been on a journey that I didn't know how it was going to end. But you have to know that the one who leads you, who directs you, who sends you, he says go, but he knows. He knows how your end is going to end up. How everything is going to work out, how you may not see it this way, but God says, if you keep going, you're going to find out. And then he gets there, David does, and sees his brothers afraid of something that is opposing them. This is family threat. You know you're anointed when you're smaller than everybody around you, but you're braver than anybody around you, where you're called to handle demons and to speak to the demonic influence of the devil, where you can take Satan on head by head, that I decree and declare in the name of God that nothing is going to stand against my family. And I'm talking to people who are not ashamed to say by faith that I pray my family through. I push forward. I push them into everything that they need to be, and everything that God has destined over my line that we should turn out to be, everything that I did not have, everything that they said we could not obtain, every place that they said they wouldn't get the job, they wouldn't be able to finish the school, they couldn't marry on the same scale, that they might as well dumb themselves down, that it's better to be in it. Can I come and tell you on today that God says that you are sent to defend the family, that he'll put you up on pedestals so that you can position yourself in the right direction, that the family profits, that we're able to project prosperity over our future, that the prophetic word is that we will overcome, outcome, and never be outdone, that this is the place that God has said that your family, your bloodline, your legacy has already been won. You've been fighting before. This time, this is different, because David's had it up to here now. He's tired of it. He's tired of being played, lied to. He's tired of folk running up on him. Don't get too close to me. Just I'm not sure how I feel about this one, because even though my bro hate me, I love him. And stuff that comes to kill him, I won't let get to him. And that's why you had to turn some stuff down for some people in this season, because God told you that it would have been a Goliath to them, but it was just a thing to you. And you can't allow something that's going to kill them to be connected to them, so you have to stop it. I know that they hated you for it because you stood in front of it. It seemed like it was you that was blocking it. No. God says you stand there and stand the fortress. You stand there and be the light of the lamp. You stand there and be the fence. But watch this now. Don't speak to them, speak to it. Not Goliath, the king. I can't hit nobody. He speaks to the assignment for tomorrow, about what's standing in front of him today, about the folk that don't believe him that's behind him, and said, I've had enough. That's what he says to Saul. I'm going to kill it. Listen to me. He's speaking to the dream tomorrow. What does not believe him to be the king today, and says to it, I'm not playing about it. I'm not wavering an opinion. I don't really need no board meeting. You don't have to orchestrate the committee. But let me inform you, let me tell you, let me disarm you of everything that is the armor you want to put on me. The restrictions that is I won't be able to come to it or be it.
Taking this ghastly risk.
I'm going to kill it. Whatever you throw at me or my family in this season, I'm going to kill it.
Well, now, really,
I'm going to kill it.
really,
I'm going to destroy it. I'm going to absolutely obliterate it.
we don't say
That there is nothing that stands against me or in front of me or my family that I cannot overcome. Everything that is the contracts, I'm going to learn how to do. Everything that is the win that we can have for ourselves, not in projection, but in personality. That we don't have to put on the persona. None. This is just how we are when we at home. When we're at home, you at home, not in the apartment, not renting it, but we own everything that God says is in front of me that I see, not just walk to it and be scared of it because it's too big for me in this season that is paid in full. That's why he said he had to put it in front of you so that everybody else could see how big it was, that you could come back and brag not on yourself but on God, that it was nobody helping me, but it was the God who put it in my bag for me to go to it and say I own everything that opposed me. I need you to know on today, he says I've had it up to here and I ain't taking no more of it. I'm sick of it. I don't care who like it. I don't care who run from it. But I stand in front of a giant today, screaming to the king that's connected to me, that is God. I'm sick of it. So I'm going to kill it. And I just commission you, I petition you, I push you to the place on today that degree kill it. You gonna get it. It don't matter. The promotion that they said you gonna always be a temp forever. You gonna always be a reception. You ain't gonna answer no phone. You about to kill it. The project that's due, the anointing that's on you, the job that you thought was too big for you, the task that is in front of you, that is everything. The pack of this place is big on you. You gonna kill it. You got it. gotta check your own self out and say, I know I was doubted, but they didn't know who they doubted, because God has ordained me to come to it. Not to be scared by the size of it, but to decree and declare everything around it. I'm going.